Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a film review of The Plumber. It's a thriller, came out in 1979, it's a 12 hour and 16 minutes. IMDb is a 6.5 out of 10 and I'm going to read the IMDb and DVD. So IMDb is: a young couple living in a campus apartment complex are repeatedly harassed by an eccentric plumber who subjects them to a series of bizarre mind games while making unnecessary repairs to the bathroom. The DVD. There is evil hidden in every shadow. Everyday things are not always what they seem. One morning there is an unexpected knock on the door and Jilly opens it to find a wild man who says he is the plumber. So begins 5 days of mental torment that will change her life. Peter Weir, master of suspense and director of such Australian triumphs as Picnic at Hanging Rock, The Last Wave, Gallipoli and The Year of Living Dangerously, creates a feeling of foreboding evil in the tradition of the great Hitchcock movies. The Plumber will scare you, challenge you and disturb you. You'll never forget what happened when Jilly opened the door to The Plumber. So the director obviously is Peter Weir, who also directed The Way Back. Producer was Matt Carroll, Carroll, who produced The Marine, and music was by Jerry Tolland, Tolland, who didn't do music for anything else. The cast for the main four we have is Robert Colby, who was Brian Cowper, who was in the series Patrol Boat, Judy Morris, who was Jill Cowper, who was in the series Mother and Son, Candy Raymond, who was Meg, who was in Freedom, and Ivor Kantz, Ivarkants, who was Max, who was in Heartbreak High. It was filmed on South Terrace, Adelaide, South Australia. And it's also known as Peter Weir's The Plumber, that's the Australian DVD. The Mad Plumber is the Australian video, and Plumber, which is the Finnish name for it. So it starts with like a boiler system, pipes, and then this guy in the shower with the watch still on. And then I realise it's actually our main guy, not main guy, our main actress, Jilly. But yeah, no, it wasn't. It was him. It was just It was because the soap got me. Is it the main guy? Yeah, it flips to her. It's confusing because it flips from him to her. That's what confused me. Anyway, it looks like a nice flat. So, this is how it all starts. Our plumber, I think, picked a random door, right? So he knocks on the door. And she opens the door and he says, "Hi, I'm the plumber." And she says, "We never ordered a plumber." And he says, "Oh, I'm part of the university group." So of course the point, I didn't know because I don't read the synopsis. I was like, oh, it's a campus type blog. So he says, "I need to check all the pipes. Didn't they call you?" She says, "No." Oh, typical. "Oh, you better come in then." And so begins the film, and it's like, would you do that nowadays? A guy just appears on the doorstep or in a flat building and says, "Yeah, I'm the plumber. Can I just, oh, didn't they ring you? Oh, well, yeah, well, let's just come on in. Doesn't really matter." So now he's having this smoke in this in the bathroom, and then he's having what I can think of is an actual shower, because she's left him to work in the bathroom while she goes and does her stuff because she works from home. And he can hear with water, and it's like, is he having a shower? I know you're supposed to test it, but. And apparently he actually is a plumber in the film, because he drove in with his van with pipes and whatnot, so people in the gate knew him, so it's not like he was just some random dude just turned up. So he was actually a plumber, so that's why he could get around quite well. So he's in the bathroom poking around, right? There's this cabinet with mirrors on, and he can't slide the mirror, so he gently just taps the middle of it, to gently move it, and then breaks the mirror, and he's like, "Oops!" And he looks, and he has that kind of look, and notices that she didn't notice that she could just kind of like covers it up with something else. So he's just said he's not really a plumber, and she looks shocked. And he says, "I'm actually a folk singer." And then she chuckles, and he goes, "What's wrong with that?" And she goes, no, nothing. So then they're discussing promoters, Bob Dylan and whatnot. And then he's pacing around saying stuff about prison. And she asked him, you know, were you in prison? He goes, yes. He says, oh, what were you in for? Rape. It was like, what? It's okay, I was joking. It was for burglary. And I thought, that's not a funny joke to tell a woman who's on her own. It's like, yeah, what were you in for? Domestic battery. It's just like, yeah, great. Now, this isn't all to do with the film as such, but it amazes me in real life. It always amazes me how people just leave tradesmen in the house without sort of vetting them. Because she's gone out and he said, don't worry, I'll lock up when I leave. And he's just gone like, okay, that's fine, and off she goes. But it happens in modern life. I mean, many people just say, oh, yeah, I've got the plumber around, but I've just gone out for the day. It's like, do you know the plumber? Well, she just got home. She stripped off. She's wandering around to the bathroom, and guess what? The plumber's still there, yelling out, is that you? So it's like, you may have wanted to check that he's actually out the house, out the flat, before you kind of like strip off to your nether regions. So you're at home, and you're not answering the door because you don't want the plumber to come in. You assume he's gone? Nah. He's climbing to the ceiling or some sort of ducting, and then he comes down the hole in the bathroom ceiling and just say, you never heard me, so I used the tradesman's entrance. It's just like, okay. And apparently this was all still normal. Husband was like, didn't think much of it. So he got this grammar lesson from her because he said something like, I've done bathrooms in that place, and she said, no, you did bathrooms, not you done. So he kind of gave her like a glare. So he's in the bathroom, he's muttering. He's like, I'm me, babe, I'm me. And he's like punching his stomach. It's like, I'm me, babe, I'm me. And then he's kind of turns around with his pen and starts writing on this tile, I'm me, babe. And then he goes, now I'm free, babe. And he's literally writing this song on the tiles. I thought it was quite comical. And then he has a guitar, a harmonica, and he starts singing. He's on the trailer. It's like, it's so bizarre. And he actually can play well, and he's a good singer. So good, fair play to him. So you've had a crap day with the plumber, and you're ready to kill somebody. Usually with me it's the cat. What better way to relax than cook a curry for hubby and the 3 doctors from the WHO? Bear in mind that you've never cooked curry before. And it's a little bit on the hot side, let me put it that way. So Brian's sweating to death, and so's the Black Doctor. And I'm assuming he's African, I don't know, he's wearing these tribal clothing things. And then the other 2 are completely fine. Well, until she says seconds, and they're like, no. So one's gone to the bathroom, right? It's full of scaffolding. And the others are sitting down. We hear this crash. So we, like, kick open the door. And then he's got a sink on top of him. And now he's got his leg and head bandages. Because he's a doctor, is this other guy, and the husband. And the WHO over, and it's like his big break. It didn't go down well. His parking sucks, though. I looked out the window, right, to see how Max was parking, right, and he's high above in the flat buildings, and he was on an angle, so the car driver next to him had no chance of parking properly if he'd have got in there. He wouldn't have been able to get out at all. Still, at least he used a bay. I mean, there was the car next to him that was parked outside the bay, which, you know, it's like, Jesus, if you're going to park, I mean, there was no parking spaces that were full. You could have easily parked anyway. Anyway, it was a good film. I love the ending. I'm giving it a 7. I actually liked it a lot. But then it's got a high rating anyway, 6.5, so it's not a low-rated film. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching and listening to this film review of The Plumber. Please give me the old thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty of other film reviews. Not many dramas and thrillers, but I'm trying to build these ones up a bit more. Mostly horrors. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.